taking a live look outside right now from the Mission Ridge camera. Let's get to meteorologist Cedric Haynes here in the studio. And Cedric, I'm looking up there and I see you were talking about our chances of rain and what we can expect. Also in just muggy July weather as well.
You know, we call that a typical summertime pattern, Latrice, and that is with us and will stick with us here as we go throughout the next couple of months. So if you're looking for a lot of change or expecting a lot of change, well, we're not seeing a ton of that. But I do want to let you know that we are going to be seeing some small scale changes as we get closer towards the weekend. So let's walk you through this forecast. We'll start with today first. It's 88 degrees outside in Chattanooga with a dew point of 72. You know what we say about that. When the dew point is 70 or above, it's a very juicy air mass. It's the air that you can wear, and you're going to wear it decently as you step outside today with a heat index already of 95. That's with a southwesterly wind as well. So even with a little bit of a breeze, it still just feels downright tropical outside. 87 degrees currently in Dalton, 88 in Athens. We've got 80 in Murphy, 75 degrees in Blue Ridge, 86 degrees in Fort Payne, and 83 degrees in Altamont. Really, the only thing that helps us out during this big time heat and humidity is if we see some of those pop-up afternoon downpours. And while we're not seeing a ton of activity out there, we do have a little bit of activity to talk about. So let's go in a little closer. We've got one decent little pop-up that developed here just to the north of Ottawa, right along the 75 corridor as you made your way past exit 11 there and moving off towards the north and east. But you can see how quickly that has kind of rained itself out right along 75. And then as you head over towards the Whitwell area here, we've got a couple of downpours that are beginning to try to develop, but those too also fizzling out here as we go throughout the past few moments. So the hit or miss pop-up small showers will be possible again today, but you can see most of the action once again this afternoon remaining near the Ohio River. That's where we're seeing a lot of the heavy widespread rain, and you can generally see that flow mainly from west to east. So basically the front is almost parallel to the upper level winds, so all of the moisture is riding like this, basically like riding along a train track. So that's why we're seeing a lot of flooding up to the north. But for us, we just get some of the remnants of that activity, and that's what could lead to a couple of isolated pop-up showers and storms. So we'll be watching that for you again this afternoon. But as you notice, over the past 24 hours, the majority of the heavy rainfall has been near the Ohio River here, traveling from west to east from Kansas City over towards St. Louis, so right along that I-70 corridor and making its way off towards the east. But this will eventually start to ooze farther south as we go throughout the rest of this week, and that's because we're going to be watching the stationary front slowly oozing south. So that will put us in a more active pattern, and that potential of heavier rainfall will slowly but surely creep closer to the area. And I think our potential for picking up some heavy localized rainfall will be coming up for us as we go towards the weekend. So that's the time frame to kind of keep in the back of your mind. So let me show you how it plays out on Futurecast. Again, we've got these fronts to the north. They'll kind of come together as one front. And notice as we get into your Wednesday afternoon, again, a pop-up shower or storm or two. Thursday afternoon, may see an isolated pop-up or two during the afternoon, but Thursday night, we may see a dying complex of showers and storms move into the area, so we'll watch that. And then as we go into your Friday, here comes the actual front settling in across the Tennessee Valley. So notice more widespread coverage of showers and storms for your Friday afternoon. Also for your Saturday, we're going to be looking at a more widespread coverage of showers and storms, and that pattern will likely persist right on into your Sunday as well. So a definitely more active, wetter pattern shaping up for us by the weekend. So if you wanted to break down the rain chances, got them at 20% today, 30% on Thursday, but notice we're 50 to 60% chances as we go into the weekend. So again, you may want to have a backup plan for any of your outdoor weekend plans. But overall, here's a look at that Storm Alert 7-day forecast. 93 today, 93 on your Thursday, but then we're cooling it into the 80s, but more clouds and more scattered showers and storms. And then notice once we lower those chances of rain, the temperature next week starts to go right back up, Latrice.
It is that time of year. Thank you so much, Cedric.